in the Ukraine war, right? Russia yesterday they are air strike in the Ukraine city and kill 33 people in the city center of the Ukraine. Yeah, I don't remember the names, but these are small cities. They kill 32 people in the Ukraine.
Right.
The air strike,
Yeah.
ballistic missiles.
Yeah.
You know, Russia have the big ambitions to occupy whole Europe.
Yeah.
They never stop in the Ukraine. They will never stop in Poland.
You believe in
They
war?
yeah, I believe the war. The war is already happened. World War
No,
Three.
I mean you believe in war, the justification of war. Do you believe
No.
in the justification of war?
War is a natural law. War is the natural laws. It's not war is a natural thing. That is a way to solve the conflict. The way is to
It's a
solve
better way,
the
sir.
yeah. You know the war is ongoing for the thousands of years,
I know, but it's a better
thousand
way.
years.
It's a better way. Peace. Listen,
You know, in this world, there never is a better one.
no.
You have the bad people, you have the good people,
We know.
you have the sunshine, you have the cloudy, you have the day, you have the night. Everything is the same. You know, you have the peace, you must have the law.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, how are we going to get peace without the Prince of Peace? Jesus is the Prince of Peace. How are we
Princess
gonna
of the peace.
He's the Prince of Peace. How are we going to get peace without having him in our lives?
I will tell you, you never get peace forever.
We agree.
You never get the peace forever.
I understand.
War is not resulting from the banking system. The war is resulting from the humanity. And the humanity, you know, the war is humanity. It's coming from the nature of the people.
But war does not
Yeah.
resolve in peace. War resolves in people's life being lost.
Yes, of course, the peace results the peace, the life of the last.
Yeah.
Yes, even the peaceful, the every day the people dying. Yes, every day the people dying. It's not peace is not result in the life longevity of the people's life. You cannot have the peace for the longevity. That's a natural loss. War is a natural loss.
No,
War is a result of the humanity.
No.
Humanities, you know.
Peace is a natural law.
No, peace and war like day and night. Day and night exist, and peace and war exist. They are natural laws. The war is exists for the natural. They are natural law.
The war exists because of a lack of peace.
No, that's a daytime and nighttime. You have a daytime, you have a nighttime, you have peace, you have the war. You know, understand that is logic. The logic is not peace. You cannot have the peace forever.
You have war.
You cannot have the
You have war because you don't have peace.
you know, that's everything. Yeah, related, depending on each other.
Anyhow, nice talking to you. I'll see you next
Yeah,
time.
yeah. See you next time.
You agree that living in balance is the truth.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's a natural law.
So what balance means, yes?
Let's have the balance. You have a daytime, you have a nighttime.
That balance does not mean going over the edge and acting against the law a little, and then having some peace after.
You know, we can say war is the interval of the peace, or the peace is the interval of the war. But you always have the war time and peace times. You cannot have the peace forever, and you cannot have the war forever. That is a natural loss. The war is a result of the humanity. That's how the war is for ongoing for the thousands of years. You cannot get rid of the wars. The war is the way to solve the problem. Yeah. The revolution.
It's about world peace.
What peace is? Yeah.
beast.
Beast, yeah.
You know the beast, right?
Yeah, beast, beast and
B-E-A-S-T.
yeah, beast.
The wild beast. Yeah. That relates to people who know the Lord,
Yeah.
have the potential to know the Lord, but act like an animal and are violent, not living together. Yes?
Whatever.
That's what
The human,
is.
yeah,
It's like an animal rather than an intelligent life form. Yes?
that's right. That's right. You have the war, you have the beast. You have the war is big beast. Like you have the daytime, you have the night times. The war and the peace, they are exist, depending each other, exist. So you have the woman, you have the man. You cannot only have the woman. Yes, you have the man. It's the same. That's natural laws. Yeah, yeah. You know, yes, I will talk about the war and peace. You know, some people said I don't like the war. I love peace. But in this world, the peace is not. You never have the peace forever. You have the war and peace. They are dependent each other.
It's also a natural thing, isn't it?
Yes, a natural thing. Yes.
It's like red ants and black ants having
Yes, you're right. Like the seasons, you have the winter, you have the summer, you have the autumn, you have the spring, you have the daytime, you have nighttime, you have war, you have the peace. That's a natural laws. The no people can choose. I only love women. In this world, we kill all the males or kill all the men. We only leave the women in this world. What happened? They cannot have the generations, next generations. You don't have the mass. How can you have the children?
You know,
Sorry.
the two extremes are not natural.
Yes,
Yes.
you're right. The balance, the balance.
Has a natural resonant frequency. It should be somewhere around 2. Yeah? But it's actually more than 4 at this time.
Yeah, it's not in tools.
Negative energy, negative waves of people are resonating with other things and causing that to overheat. Because when
It's not only in tools. You know, it's like seasons. We have the 4 seasons. We have the daytime, nighttime, so 2 times. Well, there are 4 seasons. There's a different diversified.
Earth
Yeah,
vibrates, yes,
yeah.
because it has a frequency.
That
So at
frequency.
that time, they used to make
negative, so many
it's resonating.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, dark energy, positive energy, negative, positive.
But if you look at all the scriptures, that all the demons that were gathered together on this earth
Yeah, yeah.
for the great Armageddon, yes, that's the reason why.
But I will tell you some things. War is push the world revolution, push the technology of the breakthrough. You know, missile was invented in the wartime. Computer was invented in the war times. All the breakthrough is because of the war. Because of in the wartime, the the countries of the concentrate their powers to the invent new technology. But in the peacetime, that's what the profit driving. They always stop some invention, some innovation, because you know that.
When life was
Yes, so you know, in the war sometimes is for good for this world. You know, like daytime, night times, season. You have summer, you have the winter, you have the autumn, you have the spring. You must have the peace and war together. That's a natural loss. No one can avoid everything. You know, you have the man, you have a woman. You cannot kill all the men. Leave the old woman on this world. How can a woman have the next generation? He cannot have the baby without man, you know. So war and peace, like woman and man, they are natural. They are never to have the only peace in this world. Never. So I talk about the Ukraine wars. The